When Calls the Heart just gave its most devoted fans the most unexpected and beautiful gift, and it did not come in the form of a trailer or a season renewal announcement or a new episode. It came on Mother's Day, on May 10, with a photograph of the tiniest fingers wrapped around two hands that Hardys have been watching hold on to each other since they first appeared on screen together in Hope Valley. Kevin McGarry and Kayla Wallace are parents, and the caption Kayla wrote to announce it honestly made me need a moment before I could finish reading it. Let's talk about the full story. How these two found each other on a Hallmark set. How their love story unfolded quietly in the background while their characters were doing something completely different on screen. What Kayla's Mother's Day post actually said, and why the Hardys community responded to it the way they did. And what is coming next for two of the most beloved people in this entire fandom. First, how this story started. Because this is a love story that began on a set in 2018 and took its own sweet time getting to Mother's Day 2026. Wallace joined When Calls the Heart as Fiona Miller in season 6, which filmed in the summer of 2018 and premiered in 2019. McGarry joined the Hallmark series as Mountie Nathan Grant in the same year. They met on the set of When Calls the Heart and confirmed their relationship in 2020. Two people dropped into the same fictional world at the same time, on a show that has always been about community and love and choosing the people in front of you. And somewhere between scenes, somewhere between takes and craft services and learning the rhythms of Hope Valley, they found each other in real life. The relationship became public in the most quietly charming way possible. McGarry seemingly confirmed their relationship on Instagram in November 2020, shortly after wrapping production on season 8. He posted a photo of two coffee cups on a counter surrounded by Polaroid photos of himself and Wallace together. He coyly captioned the post, "Photo evidence. Photo evidence." 2 words. A man who plays a Mountie on television apparently also conducts investigations of the heart. And the fandom lost its collective mind in the best possible way. 2 years of being that couple, the one everyone in the Hallmark world was quietly rooting for. And then December 2022. McGarry and Wallace announced their engagement via a joint Instagram post featuring a clip of the couple kissing set to the Beatles classic In My Life. Wallace wrote in the caption, "Forever, the Beatles, in my life." Of all the songs to choose for the announcement of Forever, they chose the one that is about looking back at everything and realizing that above all else, you love this person most. And I honestly cannot think of a more perfectly Kevin and Kayla way to say we are getting married. She and McGarry got engaged in December 2022 during a trip with their dear friends and fellow WCTH stars Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum, with their best friends present. On a trip together, the When Calls the Heart family doing what they have always done, showing up for each other in the moments that matter. They got married in September 2024. And McGarry said something about the show that I think is the most honest thing he has ever said publicly about what When Calls the Heart actually gave him. He told Swoon, "I owe a lot to When Calls the Heart for not only helping my career and giving me a job and meeting all my friends, but meeting Kayla, meeting my wife. It has been the most special part of being on that show. Meeting his wife, not his character's storyline, not his career trajectory, his wife." And I honestly think every single Hardy who has watched Nathan Grant for 6 seasons understood exactly what he meant. And then November 11, 2025. The day that started the countdown. The couple announced their pregnancy on Instagram. In the snap, the couple stands in front of their decorated Christmas tree as McGarry holds onto her growing baby bump. They wrote in their joint caption, "We can't wait to meet you, baby." Premiering 2026. Premiering 2026. The most perfectly on-brand pregnancy announcement from two people who live inside the entertainment industry without ever making their lives feel like a performance. And the response from the Hardys fandom was immediate and overwhelming. Co-stars celebrating, fans crying in the comments. The community that has been rooting for these two since 2018, finding out they were going to have something new to root for in 2026. Wallace gave fans rare peeks at her baby bump during her pregnancy, including appearing at the Season 2 Landman premiere shortly after announcing she was pregnant. In early March, she was the cover girl of Cowgirl magazine, which published a sweet photo shoot with the actress. A Cowgirl magazine cover with a baby bump, Kayla Wallace carrying her child and her career simultaneously and making both look completely natural. I honestly admire her more for that than almost anything. And then Mother's Day. May 10, 2026, Kayla captioned a joint post with Kevin featuring a photo of the baby's tiny fingers wrapped around their fingers. Mother, the newest part of me that became the best part of me the second we met. Motherhood has been the greatest joy of my life. Happy Mother's Day, the newest part of me that became the best part of me the second we met. I want to stop on that line for a moment because it is one of those sentences that lands differently depending on who you are and what you have felt. And for the Hardys who have watched Kayla Wallace perform for years, who know how good she is at inhabiting emotion both on screen and off, reading those words in the context of a photo of a newborn's fingers is the kind of thing that stays with you. That sentence is not a caption. It is a whole feeling compressed into a few words. And I honestly think that is who Kayla Wallace is. A blue heart emoji in the caption suggested the couple may have welcomed a boy. Though no gender name or birth date has been officially confirmed as of today, they are protecting the beginning of this new chapter with exactly the kind of privacy that makes the moments they do share feel so meaningful. The fan response was everything you would expect from a fandom that has been along for every step of this love story. Fans flooded the comments with messages including, "Congratulations on your sweet bundle of joy. I am so happy for you. Children are truly a blessing and over the moon for you both. Happy Mother's Day. It is the best thing ever. And there is nothing quite like it. When a part of our heart is beating outside of our chest. When a part of our heart is beating outside of our chest." I honestly think that fan comment described it better than anything I could write. And there is something else happening in the When Calls the Heart world right now that makes this moment feel even more significant. Kevin and Kayla are not the only WCTH couple expecting a child this year. In November 2025, Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum also announced that Erin was pregnant with their first child. The couple got married in 2025, a year after publicly announcing their relationship. And Chris McNally, who plays Lucas Bouchard, announced in December 2025 that he and his wife, actress Julie Gonzalo, were expecting their second baby, a baby boom inside the Hallmark universe. The cast of When Calls the Heart building their families while the show builds toward its 14th season. And it feels entirely fitting for a show that has always been about exactly this. Community, love, the next generation carrying something forward that the previous one built. Wallace currently stars on the Paramount Plus drama series Landman as Rebecca Falcone, while McGarry continues to play Nathan on When Calls the Heart, with season 14 set to begin filming later in 2026. 2 careers going strong, 1 new family beginning, and a Hallmark fandom that has been waiting for this moment since the first coffee cup Polaroid in 2020. Congratulations to Kevin and Kayla. And welcome to the world, whoever you are, to 2 people who found each other on a television set in Hope Valley and built something real out of it. Something that premieres every day and does not need a network to air it. Drop a comment and tell me, did Kayla's Mother's Day caption hit you the way it hit me? And are you as excited as the rest of the Hardys community to eventually find out this baby's name? Because I honestly think when Kevin and Kayla are ready to share it, it is going to be absolutely perfect.